Stace.
Has he recorded himself good, Steve?
Today, a review of the 700 brake horsepower Skyline. I know, like, humbly, the first person that wanted to review the car was Ricky, and I started off from there. And now it's probably been over a month or 2 months where I finally got the Skyline out and I can finally do a review. So the Skyline's out right now. It's right next to me right here. There it is. Looking all good. Just on the B road. It's going to take you for a spin. I'm just going to do an honest review of how the car drives and the boost and everything. Nothing crazy, not too fancy, because there's a lot more videos for that. And today I've got my semi-slicks, but I'd rather do some crazy stuff when I got street tires on there. And it is winter, it's gonna get dark soon, so just hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm not gonna do no cinematic entrance, I'll leave that for another time, but right now it's just driving the car, give you how it feels like, the experience. So let's take this out for a spin. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, I'm now in the Skyline, getting belted up. I've also got a GoPro in front of me. I was going to do it separately, do one part facing me without the GoPro, but I thought I'd get the full action right now. That's the fuel pump. Car started. Right, let's go for a spin. Let's go then. Yes, yes. You know what? So let's tell you about this car. This car can terrify you, or you could be laughing, or you could be crying. This car gives you everything, the full whack, literally. Whoa, that my back end was spinning the whole time, literally. Semi-slick tires, that's what happens. But anyway, the car drives absolutely crazy. I love this car to bits. When Ricky was driving the car, he's absolutely right with the car. It's very, very nimble. It's very light. It's crazy because for a Skyline, they're not known to have a very light steering wheel. But because Eric, the previous owner, has made this car light. It used to be 1,600 kg. It's now 1,300 kg. This car is driving the car now. It's crazy. The roads are quite damp, so I can't really give it the full boost. But I love this car. It just sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds like a beast. And like, when I drive other cars, it just does not give the same experience. The car is planted, so when you put your foot down and the car starts to spin, it fishtails like you're ice skating, like I said before, and it just wants to go. I'm not even in full boost, but when the car's in full boost, it's something else. It's an animal. The car wants to fly. It's like a rocket. In other cars, you just don't get the same thing, literally, and I think that's what the Skyline brings. It brings that roar, literally, like, and I don't think any of the much cars can't do that, literally. And the sound of it, oh man, it's beautiful. At the same time, the coilovers on the car, it's BC coilovers, and it's set up for a bit of everything, a bit of track, a bit of B-road, so it's comfortable. It's not shaking like how it would be, because I've got a set of HKS coilovers, but they are proper track. They are stiff as anything, and then you wouldn't really enjoy the car, but it's good for a track. But this BC coilovers are all rounder. I did have a slight issue in the car earlier, where there's an intermittent, the car wants to cut out, but we'll get to that in another video. Perfect. Whoa. Every single time I put the foot down, the back end just wants to come out, literally. Bring a smile to your face. But apart from that, the drive is amazing. Whoa. whole life, literally. Like, I've always wanted a Skyline, and this car, it's better than what I dreamed of. Literally, it's mind-blowing. But it's on semi-slicks, so you can understand that when I put my foot down in slight boost, the car will be out of control. Obviously, if it's on a dry road, it's a different experience. But like I said, I wanted to review this car. I wanted to get it out on the channel for you guys, and here it is. Today's review in the Skyline is not about power and how fast it gets to 0 to 100 miles per hour. It's more about the raw drive of the car, what the Skyline brings. Because most cars nowadays, like the Golf R, the S3s, the RS3s, the BMWs, the brand new cars, the ones that are dominating the streets, they just don't give the same thing. It's all done by, it's all electric. But whilst with this, it's raw. It's all about the driver, and if you can feel the car and you get the confidence of the car, you can do what you like with this car. There's no electrics or machine that's gonna help you when you lose control. You gotta learn yourself how to control an uncontrollable car. The brakes are standard DS 2500 pads. The reason why they're standard brakes is to keep the car light, because Eric had this car as a drag car, so it was all about keeping the car light and making the car aerodynamic. Hence why a lot of people say the body kit, the spoiler, it doesn't match the car, but the car was all about getting to the quarter mile as quick as it can, and the quarter mile of this car is 11.2 seconds, very low. But that was before the new map that it's had and the drag tyres. So I'm going to be taking this drag strip in a couple of months time, and I'm aiming 10 seconds for this car. Rear wheel drive, 700 brake horsepower, and that's it. Let's do a bit of a pull right now. Set first gear. Wow. I can't explain anymore. This car is absolutely amazing. Oh gosh, it's terrifying, but at the same time it's like, whoa. I love this car, I can't say anymore. You all know the sound of this car is absolutely amazing. Gosh, literally. Yes. Right, whoop. It's just the ultimate track car this is. I can't wait to take it on track. Just had to put the GoPro down because the battery died. Just gonna hit back onto the country lanes again. For you guys, for the new viewers, I don't know much about this car. It's a Nissan Skyline R33 GTST. Now, the engine itself, you're probably thinking that how does a GTST handle 700 brake horsepower? Well, the internals of this engine, the crank and the rods and the pistons are all from a N1 R34 GTR, and that's why it can handle 700 brake horsepower. Bear in mind the turbo is the GT35R, and that's with the full straight exhaust HKS straight through, hence why it's so loud. Yeah, so that's what produced the power. And the remap is done by PJ Motorsport, and they've always looked after the car. And the mods go on, it literally is like a big list, and I can't remember all the mods myself. The dials, the layout of this car. This is a race chair. I might have to change this in the future because it's hard for me to get in and out of the car, and a lot of people said that it's just quite big. But I might have to change the chair in the future. But for now, I tell you what, when I bring this car sideways, or when it goes to full boost and I'm going to sharp turns, the chair really hugs me when I'm driving, which is really good. But some people have got different opinions, you know. Either you like it or you don't. It's like Marmite, you like it, you don't. And obviously the cars cost all my life savings, so I don't want to ruin it in trashing the car. I'd rather give the car a full boost when the roads are dry. This car just wants to fly. It's a rocket. The Batmobile. Oh gosh. For all you German owners, get yourself a Japanese car, because once you go Jap, you never go back. Yeah, this car is crazy. Just keep taking down the bends. Oh man, literally, the boost is crazy in this car. Woo! That's in third gear, by the way, third gear, and it's spinning. But I think once it's on the dry and it's got the semi-slicks warmed up, the car will grip. Should I stay? Alright. No problem. No problem, thank you. No problem. What? Bet the horse like that. Wow. This car is unbelievable. Wow. This car drives so smooth. Can't see anything right now. I've got no sun visors. That's the thing about getting roll cages and taking all the door cards off. It's all worth it in the end. It's all worth it. The car drives absolutely fine. Traffic in third. Wow. Yeah. And that's what this car's about. It's all about having fun. Oh gosh. This is by far one of the best cars I've ever driven in my life. If you're into the raw drive, if you're into the old classics that pushes you to the edge where you're terrified, then this is the car to get, a Nissan Skyline. Gosh. And this is why this is one of the best cars that ever made. It's just lighter. Wow, it sounds beautiful. Right. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you like the video, put a thumbs up. If you want to see more about the Skyline, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more videos to come. Follow me on Instagram, hood_stick. There'll be a lot more car reviews of this Skyline and many other Skylines. If you want your Skyline reviewed, hit my channel on all old school JDM cars. Stay tuned, everybody. Peace.